Number 1, the impossible gut look at your hands. Look at your feet. Now imagine that every cell inside you is screaming, "Stop! I don't know what this is." That, my friends, is basically what happens to your gut microbiome every time you eat a bag of chips. You think you're just enjoying a snack, but you're actually putting your tiny microscopic bacterial roommates through a war zone. For eons, your gut biome, that beautiful, delicate ecosystem of trillions of organisms, has been fine-tuning itself for a diet of things that grew from the ground or ran on the ground. It learned how to break down complex fibers and ferment weird root vegetables. But then, one day, we changed the entire script. We started engineering foods to not spoil, to survive plagues of insects, and to basically withstand a nuclear apocalypse. And we did it using methods that your gut has never ever, in its entire evolutionary history, seen before. It's like building a car from scratch and then trying to fill it with rocket fuel. The engine just can't compute. Your gut is designed for old-school analog food, and we're feeding it a digital diet full of surprises that are more chemical than edible. Your microbiome is now trying to digest what is to it a brand new periodic table of elements. Number 2, the silent war in your colon. Imagine you're the leader of a bustling city. Your city is home to 1 trillion different citizens, and they all have specific jobs. Some build infrastructure, others keep the streets clean, and a few are just there to look intimidating to invaders. Everything is great, and the economy is humming along. Then one day, you get a new import, a shipment of grain that was genetically modified to survive being doused in an herbicide called glyphosate. This stuff is designed to kill plants by attacking a specific metabolic pathway that humans don't have. Cool, right? The problem is, that pathway is found in a lot of the friendly bacteria in your gut city. The citizens who keep everything running. So with every bite, you're not just eating corn, you're ingesting something that is actively trying to kill off a chunk of your population. Meanwhile, a few species of bacteria, the ones with a gene that makes them resistant to the herbicide, are thriving. They're the new 1%ers. The result is a total upheaval of your city's economy, a silent war where your own dietary choices are the ultimate weapon. You're systematically wiping out the friendly bacteria while leaving the more opportunistic and often more pathogenic strains to take over. Number 3, the fake food paradox. You know those foods that are supposed to be healthier and better for you, like low-fat dressings or sugar-free cookies? Your brain and your gut both hate them. When you eat something with a fake sweetener, your taste buds say, "Hey, this is sweet. Send in the insulin." So your pancreas releases a bunch of insulin to deal with the incoming sugar, but the sugar never comes. It's a total phantom limb scenario. Your body is ready for something that isn't there, and this messes with your blood sugar regulations, leading to a host of problems. It's like a fire alarm going off in an empty building. Your body gets all revved up for an emergency that never happens. Over time, your cells start ignoring the alarm, a phenomenon known as insulin resistance, and your body forgets how to handle actual sugar when you eat it. The same thing happens with fake fats and other artificial ingredients. We've become so good at mimicking nature that our bodies can't tell the difference, and the confusion is wreaking havoc on our systems. We've built an entire industry on deceiving our own biology. Number 4, the unseen attack of your favorite fruit. Remember when you were a kid and you'd eat an apple right off the tree? That apple was perfect. A little dirty, a little waxy, but it was just an apple. Now, most of the apples you buy at the grocery store have been bred for one thing: survival. They're thicker skinned, more resistant to bruising, and they can sit on a shelf for months without going bad. This sounds great, right? Less food waste. But that resilience comes at a cost to you. Modern fruits and vegetables often have lower nutrient density and higher sugar content than their wild counterparts. The apples are bigger, sweeter, and more uniform, but they're basically empty shells compared to their ancestors. We've chosen quantity and durability over quality. When your body tries to break down these new and improved foods, it's getting a less potent nutritional punch than it expects. You have to eat more to get the same benefits, which of course adds to a host of other issues. It's like getting a computer with a bigger hard drive, but the processor is half as fast. You're getting more, but you're not getting what you need. Number 5, the case of the missing fiber. You know how some plants have evolved to taste terrible or have a weird texture to keep animals from eating them? Well, we've essentially done the opposite. We've genetically engineered the yuck out of our food. That stringy, tough part of celery? Gone. The bitter taste in certain vegetables? Bred out. The result is food that is easier to eat and more palatable, but it's missing a key ingredient: fiber. Fiber is the most important part of your diet that isn't really for you. It's for your gut bacteria. Fiber is the food for your microbiome. It's what keeps them happy, healthy, and doing all the important work of breaking down food and creating beneficial short-chain fatty acids. When you eat a diet low in fiber, which is pretty easy to do these days with all our processed fiberless food, you're essentially starving your gut bacteria. They can't do their job, right? They start to die off, and the balance of your gut ecosystem is thrown completely out of whack. It's like draining the battery on your car because you've only been using the radio and forgot to drive. You're slowly killing the engine. Number 6, the pesticide party crashers. You might think that once you wash your fruits and vegetables, all the bad stuff is gone. Not so fast. Many of the pesticides and herbicides used on our food are what are called systemic. That means they're absorbed into the plant itself, from the root to the leaf. They're a part of the plant, not just sitting on top of it. One of the most common, glyphosate, is an antibacterial agent. That's literally what it does. Its job is to kill things. And when you eat a plant that has absorbed it, you're also ingesting a low-dose antibiotic. Think about that. You're constantly introducing tiny amounts of an antibiotic into your gut, which, as we've already discussed, is a thriving ecosystem of bacteria. It's like a quiet, persistent biological war on your own microbiome. You're not getting a sudden gut bomb, but a slow, steady erosion of your beneficial bacteria. This is why we're seeing an increase in antibiotic-resistant bacteria and other health problems related to gut dysbiosis. You're essentially sterilizing your gut, one bite at a time. Number 7, the sugar that isn't you. Know the stuff that makes soda so fizzy and sweet? High fructose corn syrup. It's cheap, it's abundant, and it's in almost everything. And it's a brilliant human invention, but it's a terrible food for your body. The human body is designed to process sugar in a particular way. Your body prefers glucose, which is the sugar found in regular table sugar and many natural foods. Glucose is easy for your cells to use for energy. But fructose, a key component of high fructose corn syrup, is processed differently. It goes straight to your liver. A little bit is fine, but in the quantities we consume today, it's a disaster. Your liver, overwhelmed, starts converting the excess fructose into fat. That's right. It doesn't even bother trying to make energy out of it. It just stores it. It's like a mailroom clerk who's so swamped with letters that he just throws everything into a giant deal-with-it-later box. This is one of the main reasons we're seeing so much fatty liver disease and other metabolic issues. Your body is just trying to find a place to put all this weird super sweet sugar it's getting that it doesn't know what to do with. Number 8, the seed oil sickness. If you look at the ingredients of almost any processed food, you'll see it there. Soybean oil, canola oil, sunflower oil. These are what we call seed oils, and they are a relatively new addition to the human diet. Our ancestors ate fats from animals and plants, things like olives, coconuts, and avocados. These were fats the body had learned to process over millennia. But seed oils are high in a type of fat called omega-6 polyunsaturated fatty acids. In small amounts, these are necessary for life. But in the huge, over-the-top quantities we consume today, they cause problems. Omega-6 fats are inflammatory. They're like little sparks that, when a bunch of them are together, can start a fire in your body. They also directly contribute to cell damage. The more processed and packaged food you eat, the more of these oils you're consuming, and the more you're putting your body in a state of chronic, low-level inflammation. Your immune system is constantly on high alert, dealing with what is essentially a cellular fire that you started. Number 7, the habitual worry cycle. Your brain is a creature of habit, and unfortunately, it can become addicted to suffering. When you worry, your body releases cortisol, the stress hormone, and adrenaline. While this feels terrible in the short term, It's also a powerful chemical cocktail. Over time, your brain can start to associate the physical sensations of anxiety with a sense of purpose or control. This is the habitual worry cycle. It's the feeling that if you're not worrying about something, you must be missing something important. Your brain becomes so used to the constant state of low-level alarm that it feels weird and quiet without it. It's like a smoker who gets used to a cigarette, not because it's pleasurable, but because the ritual has become an ingrained part of their daily routine. You're not just feeling anxious. Your brain is literally chasing the chemical high of stress because it's the only state it recognizes. Number 8. The empathy burnout loop. Empathy is a wonderful human trait, but your brain can weaponize it. Your brain is wired to feel the pain of others. It's a core component of human connection. The problem is, in a world of 24/7 news cycles, social media, and constant exposure to the world's problems, your brain is getting a constant, unending feed of suffering. Your brain tries to process all of this pain, and it can't. It goes into overload. Instead of feeling a healthy, connecting sense of empathy, it starts to feel a soul-crushing kind of burnout. This is where your brain's secret desire to suffer turns into a form of self-punishment. You feel guilty for not doing enough, or you feel powerless in the face of so much suffering. This isn't a sign that you're a bad person. It's a sign that your brain is trying to process more pain than it's built to handle. It's a system designed for a small tribe, now faced with the entire world's problems. It's like trying to drink from a fire hose. You're going to get overwhelmed, and your brain will blame you for it.